to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 27, Rodgers, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. 24.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And here a juke, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. 46 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Recovered by the kicking team.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumbled. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's got Adams on the hookup.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Let's go.
On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
On the keeper. Jerome Baker in on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Complete.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
19 yards. First down, Packers.
From the gun, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Rodgers pass.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devin Funchess. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Cold pork, bacon.
At their own 18-yard line.
Oh, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there on third down. 49 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Right there.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Rolling to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as... an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Rodgers on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
At their own 38-yard.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's forced out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
At their 48-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
49-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Fighting through pressure. Now he'll escape to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go again. 54 is Mike. Check. Go.
Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Today's
a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dubliners, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. And for Charles